Hey there, so you are looking for the difference between earnest money and down payment. There's a big difference. I'm going to share that with you in this video coming up, so stay tuned. So who am I? I am Knifey Burks. I'm your Tampa Bay area realtor and relocation specialist. I help you whether you're looking to relocate to the Tampa Bay area or if you're going to buy, sell, or invest in the Tampa Bay area. So let me share with you the differences between earnest money and down payment. There's a couple of differences. A lot of people get them confused. So I wanted to create this quick video to kind of walk you through a breakdown of that. So let me go ahead and share my screen really quickly. So what's the difference between earnest money and down payment? Earnest money basically is a deposit or a promise to the seller. So you're making a promise to the seller that you are seriously intending to purchase the property. Earnest money also protects the seller if you decide to back out. So just say, for example, if you just up and say, okay, I don't like the home or I want to buy something else, it does protect the seller in that case. So in that, for example, in that example, if you decide, oh, I don't like the home, and that's the only reason, the seller will keep the earnest money. You have to have a specific reason, and we'll get into that in a second. It's typically around 1 to 3% of the sales price. So on average, sometimes in most cases, earnest money may be $1,000, it may be $2,000, but typical earnest money is around 1 to 3% of the sales price. It is also held in escrow until the deal is complete. So it depends. It may be held by the title company. Depending on the state that you're in, it can be held by the attorney. It can be held by the listing agent or the buyer's agent, but that's decided when the escrow is getting set up. So, but if all goes smoothly, the earnest money is applied to your down payment, which we'll get into in a second, or closing costs. So just say, for example, if you put in an earnest money deposit of once your contract is accepted of $2,000 and you have to bring $7,000 to closing as your down payment, that $2,000 is going to be credited to you at closing. So in essence, you're going to be bringing $5,000 to closing. So if you back out of the contract for any approved contingencies, such as home inspection or appraisal. So just say, for example, if you get the home inspected and some things come back that the seller is not agreeing to pay for or have repaired before closing, you can back out of that contract and get your earnest money back. Also, if the home appraises for less than what you put the offer on it, so just say, for example, you're getting an FHA loan and the home appraises for just say it appraises for 250,000, but you put an offer on the home for 275,000. The seller either has to reduce it to that amount, to 250, or you'll have to bring that 25K to closing. But if you guys do not agree upon something mutually, then you can back out of the contract based on that appraisal and get your earnest money back. So that's a quick way, or actually the main two ways that you can get your money back. You can't just say, oh, I decided that I want another house 2 blocks over or in the next city. You can't just back out of the contract. You can back out, but you will lose your earnest money. And I do advise that you would speak to an attorney at that time. But down payment. So down payment is a little bit different than earnest money. So your down payment is the promise to the lender to pay your loan. So the earnest money is basically the promise to the seller, but the down payment is the promise to the lender. The down payment is upfront cash payments, basically at closing. You're bringing a cashier's check to closing, or the money is being wired to closing. And that's a percentage of the total cost of the house that you're buying. So just say, for example, if you're buying a home that's 300,000 and you have to put 3% down, that's your down payment. But that money is used as a down payment and it does not come back to you at closing. It's basically the down payment that you're putting on your home as a basically a promise to your lender. So that's about it. So just think of it this way: your earnest money is a promise to the seller, and your down payment is the promise to the lender. They're two totally separate things, but in the end, your earnest money will be deducted as a credit from your down payment at closing. So I hope this helps. I hope that this kind of broke down the or got rid of some of the confusion that goes around with the difference between earnest money and down payment. So let me know if you have any questions in the comments. If you guys are thinking about relocating to the Tampa Bay area, or if you're thinking about buying or selling in the Tampa Bay area, go ahead and click the link below. I'm going to drop the link to schedule a consultation with me. Or if you're living in any other state and you just have questions, I have referral partners in many states across the US. So we can still get on the call, answer your questions, and then I can refer you out to one of my broker friends in whatever state you're looking in. So go ahead and click below. Let me know if you have any questions. All right, talk to you later.